Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. I hope you're all doing really well. So recently I was lucky enough to visit the Natural History Museum in London. And it was an amazing place. I had an amazing time. And I was lucky enough to pick up these lovely souvenirs. So I got a T.rex tooth replica, a Baryonyx Tooth replica, and these are museum quality replicas, and a Velociraptor Claw replica. Now, the reason I picked these up is because when I was younger, my friend had a T.rex tooth replica from the Natural History Museum, and I must have been about 11 years old when I went for the first time. And I scoured the gift shop to try and find a T.rex tooth replica, and I think they must have sold out at the time because they didn't have them. So anyway, years later, I attended and found these replicas, and I thought today we'd open them up and take a closer look. So let's kick off with the T.rex tooth replica. It is a museum quality replica. It doesn't say that it's a casting from a real T.rex tooth, but I'm assuming that's what its origins are. Either that or someone sculpted one that is really approximate to a fossil. It has here some stats on the Tyrannosaurus Rex, found in Wyoming, USA. And it says here, Tyrannosaurus Rex was one of the largest meat eaters ever to walk the earth. It was 12 meters in length from nose to tail and weighed a hefty 7 tons. T-Rex had pointed teeth with saw-like edges that could crush bone and strip flesh. This tooth is a replica from the right lower jaw of the first T-Rex ever discovered. It was collected by Barnum Brown in 1900 and is now held at the Natural History Museum in London. So because it's got actually where it is in the jaw of the lower right jaw, it just makes me think that this probably is either a casting of a fossilized tooth or like a casting of a casting, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to say that unless someone had, artistically sculpted the exact same tooth, which I guess is possible. But anyway, so let's open this thing up. Now I've handily blue tacked this closed just so we could take a closer look at each one. So let's get this out and take a closer look. So here we go. It's got a very nice glossy finish, as you can see, which helps show up all those lovely details. It's kind of like a mixture of dark browns and light browns. I'm guessing this is the serrated edge of the tooth. It's very, very sharp. You can't really see. I can see very, very, very fine serrations on there. But yeah, it does have the appearance of like a rocky surface. So maybe this is cast off an original. It's cut off at the base at an angle. I'm assuming this is just where the casting was molded in some sort of mold. The resin would have been poured in. Maybe it was cast at an angle to stop bubbles from forming. I don't know. But that means it doesn't stand up. So, but still, it's a lovely object. And I'm really glad I finally got one after all these years. Really cool. So, yeah. And I'm assuming this isn't the largest tooth. I'm pretty sure I've seen larger versions of T-Rex teeth. So, but this is very cool. There we have it. That is the T.rex tooth museum quality replica from the Natural History Museum. Let's put him back in his little baggie. I quite like the way these are bagged up, so I'm gonna close it shut with the blue tack, and I'll probably put this in my display cabinet for a little bit. So next, let's look at the Baryonyx Tooth. Again, museum quality replica. As you can see in the backdrop of the packaging, we've got the T-Rex backlit in this one, and this one we've got the Baryonyx silhouette. In the exhibition, they have a Baryonyx like fossilized on one of the walls. It's really impressive. So here it says, Baryonyx was a fish-eating dinosaur that grew to about 10 meters in length. It walked on its back legs and lived in low-lying marshy areas, catching fish using its long crocodile-like snout. powerful arms and huge claws. This species was first described in 1987, so it's actually quite a recent discovery, and this one was £5. So if you're in the shop and you want to know how much it is, it's £5. The T.rex tooth was £6, so a little bit more hefty, but the Baryonyx tooth was £5. Right, so again, I have blue tack this one ready so that we can take a closer look. Okay, so this is a Baryonyx tooth, and again, I assume this is cast off of an original fossil, but it doesn't say that. There is something strange here in that this looks chipped as if it's been carved. I mean, I don't know if that's the way they removed the stone from the fossil to reveal the fossil underneath, but that looks like carved. So that makes me think, you know, maybe some of this is the original fossil, I don't know. Down here as well, it looks carved. So maybe this is more of a replica than a casting. But then down here, this looks more like fossilized rock, so I don't know. Again, a mixture of light and dark browns have been used, and it's very glossy. Smaller than the T.rex tooth. If I bring in the T.rex tooth, you can see how they scale up next to each other. But really cool to see a tooth from a Baryonyx mouth. Look out there, there's that serrated edge again. Really sharp, would have been good for cutting through fish meat. Really cool. Next, we've got the Velociraptor Claw. This again is a museum quality replica. This looks really cool in the packaging. And you can see there they've got a feathered Velociraptor backlit in the packaging. And you can see instantly how small this sickle claw is compared to the ones we see in Jurassic Park. But very, very cool nonetheless. This one was £5. It says here, despite only being about the same size as an adult red kangaroo, Velociraptor was a vicious predator. Its long, slender hind legs suggest it would have been a fast runner. It had strong hands that were suitable for grasping, while the second toe on each foot was equipped with an enormous hook-like claw that could be swiveled round. Paleontologists think that Velociraptor attacked by holding its prey with its hands while kicking at the prey's belly with its foot claws. Possible prey included lizards, small mammals, and other small dinosaurs, such as Protoceratops. So that's cool. It's interesting there what it says about the hook-like claw that could be swiveled around. I'm assuming like this, which would have meant that it could kind of grip on at any angle to its prey, I assume. And again, I have blue tack this one in advance, so I've removed the gummy adhesive that kept this together. And here is the claw in hand. And I think personally for me, this is my favourite one out of the three. Even though the T.rex tooth was the one that I really wanted from childhood, I just love how kind of delicate and small this claw is. And also because the Velociraptor is so cool in Jurassic Park. And that's what I think of when I see claws like this. Really, really cool. It's a mixture of light browns and dark browns. Really glossy again. And again, it does look like maybe this is cast off of a real life fossil or has lineage back to an original. Maybe the reason why they can't say it's cast off of a real fossil is because perhaps these are cast off of castings. So maybe there's a generational loss there of information in terms of the sculpt. Also, there's a flat running along here, which doesn't feel like that would have been part of the fossil. And on the underside here, these are more like manufacturing issues rather than actual castings. But still really, really nice, and I'm really pleased to have this. So yeah, really, really cool. So there we have it. That was a close-up look at 3 replica fossils from the Natural History Museum in London. You can pick these up right now in the gift shop. I think there's more probably, but these were the ones that piqued my interest and I thought would be interesting to share with you. So here are my new fossil replicas on display with my Jurassic Park ephemera. And I think they look fantastic up there. I'm going to leave them up there for a good while. I think they look great. Okay, hope you enjoyed this quick fossil replica review. I hope you're all doing really well. And don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. And check out all of our other lovely videos on Jurassic Collectibles. Okay, see you soon, guys. Bye.